squatters taking over your property. Next. Hey guys, and welcome back to Fish and Chips. I'm Randy, your host, and this is my boy Brian. And today, we're excited today to be back in front of you. Have a very interesting topic to talk about, but before we even get into that, we'll make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button, let your friends, your family know that we are on Fish and Chips, right? Well, guys, I'm gonna tell you something that just shook my mind, my head. I don't know what to think. You can have an Airbnb property or just a rental property that's empty. Mm-hmm. And if someone breaks in and start living in there, you have to evict them. You have to go through a process of eviction to get them out of your property. And this is what has happened to this New York woman. You have to listen to this. I mean, I don't know if you're going to believe what I'm finna read, but listen to this. A Queens woman who had been fighting to remove alleged squatters from her late parents' home was taken into custody and charged with unlawful eviction. On February 29th, Adele Andaloro was filming on an investigative segment with ABC 7 News about squatters she says has taken up residency in a family home that has been unoccupied since the death of her parents. When she had an unexpected confrontation with two men, the standoff resulted in multiple 911 calls and multiple people being taken into custody, including Andaloro. So, after entering the unlocked property with a camera crew, the homeowner found one man sleeping inside the house and called the police. According to ABC 7, the NYPD handcuffed and removed the man who repeatedly said he only been staying there for 2 days. Andaloro then brought in a locksmith who had been standing by to change the locks in an effort to prevent the squatters from returning. Police warned her doing so might lead to her arrest, according to ABC 7. She told the outlet, "I might end up in handcuffs today if a man shows up here and says I have illegally evicted him. I said, let him take me to court, as I've been told to take him to court, because today I'm not leaving my house." Soon after, another man who ABC 7 identifies as Brian Rodriguez pushes through the front door. In the video footage, he claims to have signed a lease for the property in October. He does not produce a lease, but does show bills he received at the address and claims to have done work on the house, for which he feels he's owed compensation. After a shouting match, the unnamed man ultimately calls the police on Andaloro, who was still inside the house. When the NYPD arrived, they handcuffed Andaloro and removed her from the property. Police confirmed to People that a 47-year-old female was taken into custody at the address. In a statement, the NYPD said the individual changed the locks to the home without giving the complainant a copy of the new key and refused to leave the location. I just don't know what to say.
There's a lot going on.
I am confused.
There's a lot going on.
This was her late parents' property.
Okay.
She finds squatters in the house. Two guys had been there 2 days. They left.
Okay, so the house, first it was empty.
It was her late parents' house.
So I'm assuming
it was empty.
Okay.
So they had to have broken into the house.
Gotcha.
Okay, and
so isn't that trespassing?
Duh.
Just
yeah,
right
that's
there?
trespassing. I mean, again, it's not their property. So the two guys left, but then she changed the locks. The man that had been living there for a while, saying it's his property. He couldn't. He said he had a lease, but couldn't come up with a lease. but did have some bills with his name on it.
I think I saw a little bit of that video that you're talking about as far as the Deleros and all that stuff. Yeah, I think the tenants that were living there supposedly were saying something like, I guess they were leasing it from this other guy that, you know, kind of like an Airbnb situation is like, you know, I'm just kind of like living here, but I paid for my time here. And so it was weird, but yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, you're still a trespass over, you know,
this is still not your property.
Yeah. And then to do all that, you know what I'm saying? And then they couldn't, like you said, the cops couldn't really do anything, you know what I'm saying? Well, because I guess they couldn't go, I guess there's like a legal process to evict someone, you know, from a house. You have to go through those steps first before even doing anything. It's
like the process, the law protects the squatters versus the people that actually own the house.
Yeah.
And something is wrong with that. That means someone can come into your Airbnb and start living there 30 days or get some mail, then you can't just throw them out.
What the
You got to go through a court proceeding, which might take another 30 to 60 days while they're living free in your property. So who is the law working for? Is it working for the squatters?
Is it working for the owners? Yeah. No, because, you know, I mean, definitely not the owner, because the owner got arrested at the end of the day.
Yeah. So for changing the locks on her own property to ensure that squatters do not come back.
That's what I didn't understand. I didn't understand that part. I was like, why are you guys
Well, the police are simply saying, hey, our law in New York, you know, she should have gave him a key.
That's a key to what? I mean, it's not his house.
Giving him a 30-day eviction and this type thing.
It's just weird how they have that all set up.
Yeah.
And it's like people can just go into a house and just do this like
squat.
so. It's a squad, yeah. So I'm just. Why did they call it squatting? I mean,
squatting, but that's what you're doing.
I'm thinking like, you know, squat, like, you know, like a leg press.
No, you're actually in a sense you're squatting, but you're staying there. You're not coming out, and you in somebody else's property.
That's wild.
I can't even imagine if somebody come live in one of my properties that are empty and act like it's theirs.
No,
now I'm forced. I can't just put them out and change the locks. I got to go to court, you know, sign something to have them evicted out of the property. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah, guys.
I'm losing money. I'm losing time. You know, not to mention they are trespassing.
Most
but there is no law that protects you and me
from squatters.
As the owner from squatters. And God, this is crazy. Yeah. This has got me ticked off.
So how you supposed to protect? Like, say for example, like if you're not there at the house, or you know, how do you supposed to protect yourself?
You know, I think the best thing now, I mean, probably now in me even hearing this story and properties that I have, I'm going to make sure I have a ring system. So if anybody touch that doorknob or breaking the window trying to live in, I'm going over there, get the police and handle it right then, because I'm recognizing that the law is not for me when it comes to squatters. And this is just not right.
That's true. That makes sense. I'm assuming she didn't have no cameras like that.
Apparently not.
I'm assuming that the house, like you said, because it was her late parents and they probably passed away, nobody's really been in that house, so it looks probably abandoned, you know?
Well, no, the furniture was still there. She saw her furniture. Everything was still in the house.
Okay.
So,
but it's just the fact that as far as nobody was actually living there for maybe a couple months, so it kind of looked to somebody like it's been abandoned.
Well, I don't care what it looked like. It still was not their property.
Yeah.
So you're going to think just because the house looked abandoned,
most definitely,
you're going to knock open my door or bust open the window and start living in it.
But I think that's what I was hearing, like in the news, like, you know, like, watch out for, you know, don't make your house like, you know, it's abandoned, you know, make sure your lights turn off, because I'm assuming that's what these squatters are targeting, you know, a house that looks like nobody's in there and all that stuff, and they take full advantage of it. And, you know,
well, again, the homeowner, the person that owns the house, you still lose.
Yeah.
Now you can't make no money on it for a month or two. You're losing. So everything protects the squatter.
Yeah, that's just still wrong at the end of the day, like you're saying.
And then the fact that she went to jail. How can the cops put her in jail?
Yo, what's going on?
Because she didn't give the illegal squatter a key to the property.
But that's kind of weird. Why would I give you a key if you don't even live here, dude?
You don't even live here. This is not your property.
Guys, let us know what you guys think of this.
I mean, I'm just horrified. This is crazy.
Yeah.
You know, just hearing about this story, I'm going to definitely get some cameras at my properties because this is crazy. This works for the squatters.
Now, that would make sense. Like, especially, I guess, for people that are doing Airbnbs and all that stuff, you know, a Ring camera system would be a good use for this because I guess you can still monitor who's, you know, coming in and who's going out and all that stuff from your property. That way at least you know, okay, well, no, this is somebody trying to break in my house, and, you know, let law enforcement know, and, you know, that maybe that could help you from a squatter.
And can you imagine, like I said, this squatter talking to this lady, Miss Andaloro, telling her, I'm not going to leave. I'm not going to leave.
Yeah, yeah.
And she's like, this is my property.
And the police is right there.
Yeah.
And the police is like, well, you know, so, hey, they nothing I can do.
You know, well, there's something to do. You know, in fact, they cannot put the squatter out.
But that's what I'm saying. They can't do nothing.
Or if she did that, she would have to give that man a key. Then what was the purpose of changing the locks? She was changing the locks for the squatters cannot come back in. But then she's put in jail because she didn't give the squatter a key. Basically, what he's saying, I've done some work. Say you mowed the lawn. You mowed the lawn of an empty house. Oh, okay. So you're saying, hey, I did that. Somebody owed me payment, so I'm going to live in this house.
So that's how you can...
yeah, he did some stuff around the house, and he's owed payment for it, and, you know, trying to justify the reason to be in the property.
Again, this is crazy. I guess is this happening all over the United States?
This is happening all over the world. And I just tell everybody, you better make sure if you got properties, you better get you some cameras, some Ring cameras, man. See people breaking into your house. You got to handle it right then.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to handle it right then. So this is just, to me, it's shocking. I just can't believe that the law that's supposed to protect the homeowners is literally designed to protect the squatters.
What's going on?
And guys, I want to know, what do y'all think about this? Knowing that your properties or whatever you're on, that anybody can come live in that property if it's empty, you know, and the law is against you. The law is for the squatters. I'm just shocked and I just want to hear what y'all have to say. So make sure y'all comment, you know, and how y'all feel about this situation.
And how do you guys are going to protect yourselves from, you know, maybe a potential squatter squatting around your area?
Because it could happen to anybody.
Yeah, it could
happen to anybody. And the laws are protecting the squatters, especially
what is going on?
If they've been there more than 30 days. And if they have some type of mail coming to the house. Now you're going to go through hell just trying to put the squatter out, and you're losing money. You know, it's just not right. Again, this is just shocking to me. I think they need to change legislation or something, but this is just not right. And I'm just praying for Miss Andaloro that this all works out in her favor because it's not right. The woman is already having to deal with the fact that her late parents are gone. Now she wants to take care of her parents' property. Somebody else has took it over the property illegal, and she goes to jail. I don't know. I just can't handle this story. It's just not right. But again, guys, let us know what you think. Make sure you like, share, and comment on this. It's just shocking to me what our laws and how our laws are protecting those that are doing things against us or against our properties, but it's protecting them. I just think that is so wrong, and I don't know. I just have to pray over that. That is just
that sounded really well that you presented that. Yeah. You sound like you should run for president.
It's crazy. I mean, this is just shocking to me. But guys, again, make sure you like, share, and comment, and let us know if there's any stories out there you want to hear about that you want us to cover. But we want to thank you again for joining us here at Fish and Chips.